Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diary. So today I'll make another video on the same series of lazy programming series, and in this video itself I'll try to cover multiple concepts. So we'll start with external and built-in module, and then we'll go to the F string and we talk about the another one also. So we have almost 4 topics to be covered in this video itself. So start with the external and built-in, and then we go to the F string and another section for it. So I'll try to combine both the things in a same video itself, so that even a code I'll try to get it make it separate for both the sections for it. But the thing is that I wanted to cover both the stuffs in one, instead of making multiple videos, make it a single video itself for two multiple concepts. It's easy to get it understand, so there is no need to make another video for it. Okay, so now let me start with the built-in module. So what exactly the built-in module? So Python provides a rich ecosystem of both built-in module and the external libraries, which we call it as a packages that you can use enhance your programs. Okay, if you're talking about the built-in module, Python comes with a set of modules that available out of the box without the need of installing anything extra. These include the modules for the common tasks like working with files, handling dates and times, performing mathematical operations and more. So if we're talking about like what exactly the need of the built-in module, so most of the things when we're trying to get it write the Python code and we wanted few things to be getting inputted, we're not supposed to make everything from the scratch itself. So few modules are already be available in a repository. You simply have to use those modules instead of making it from the scratch. If you're trying to make everything from the scratch, it's not at all be a possibility to make a whole code. Like for small stuffs also we have to make those stuffs. So instead of making everything from the scratch, we have to utilize directly the modules which is already available, or in later phase of the video itself where we don't have that is a part of the package itself, then we are trying to get it imported. So in the phase of the built-in module itself, if I'll just give an example for it, OS is one of the module, datetime is one of the module, math is one of the module, random is one of the module, and JSON is one of the module. So what actually there are a number of modules. I'm just considering only 5 over here itself, but if you are if you're going to the Python libraries itself trying to see the built-in modules, you can get the whole list of it, and as per the need, like whatever you require, either you're making a code for the ML, you're making it for the automation itself, multiple built-in modules are available over there itself, and there are a number of external modules are also available in the market, so which you can utilize it as per the need. So talking about the OS module, what's the need of the OS module? It will provide a way to interact with the operating system, including the file operations, directory operations. That is the purpose of the OS module, built-in module. Talking about the datetime, it's definitely, as per the name itself, we can able to consider it like it's definitely working with the time itself. Mathematical operation, random, just to get the random generation to be generated, that's we are using it. JSON allows encoding and decoding of the JSON data itself. So for that only, whenever there is a need of to decoding and encoding of the JSON data, we are utilizing the module as a JSON one. Okay, now we're talking about the external module. So what is the external module itself? So external modules are the module which is not present directly in the package. Like if you're trying to get it install the Python directly on the system itself, either we get it download directly from the website of the Python, or you're installing the PyCharm, anything like that. By that way itself, you're not getting all the modules. So if any module is not present over there, that we consider as the external module, which is not coming with a package itself, so that we call it as an external module. So now talking about the external module itself, in addition to built-in module, Python has a vast ecosystem of external libraries that you can install using tools like a pip. Pip is just like, I can say that, a Python package manager by which we can import a package, get it installed on a system itself, by which we can utilize the external libraries also to be on our Python code itself, instead of just to make it from the scratch. Similar like the built-in one, we can import it and you can use it as per our need. These libraries cover a wide range of functionalities and can easily be integrated into our project as per need. Like when we are writing any project, we require a number of things to be get it integrated. So as per the need, we can get it integrated as per requirement. Wheresoever you do not want to make the code from the scratch itself, we can use that external libraries also just to get it import, use that object directly over there itself as per the need. Now going further with that, what are the types of the external modules itself? I'm just giving few examples over here. So there are a number of I can say that external modules available in the market itself for the Python, but I'm just giving few examples. So examples are NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Request, and the TensorFlow. These are the one key sections I can say that which having an n number of things inside of it. Like the functionality we can utilize it for the NumPy. We can simply have to get it import the NumPy. So NumPy is a powerful library for numerical computing, especially for working with the arrays and the matrices. So like in that case, NumPy is one of the external library which we have to use it. Same for the Pandas, a data manipulation and analysis library useful for working with structured data. Then we simply have to go with the Pandas. Like wherever we wanted the data to be get it structured, get understand very well, then in that case we have to go with the Pandas. Matplotlib, we just wanted that to be make a structure format of matplot, like we just have to plot the data, whatever the data we have it, we want to get it plot appropriately. Then in that case we have to use this external library Request, a library for making HTTP requests useful for interacting with the web APIs. Then we have to use that. So these are the type of thing which we can say that which we consider as external modules itself. Okay, going further with that too, if anyone wanted like how to get it installed, these are not available over here itself. So how to get it installed? To get it installed, we simply have to fire the command on the terminal itself. When we get it installed the Python, if we want to import anything, we simply have to type the command. I'll just put it everything in my documentation also, so that you can get these details, each and every steps you can get it very easily. Right now I'm just telling you about it, but at the time when I publish this video, I'll provide my documentation also on my GitHub, even on my blog also you can get the details about it. You can replicate those things if you want to get it install any library, external libraries itself. To get it installed, we simply have to use a pip install request to request is here the syntax is a pip, and install is one of the thing which through which we are installing it, and request is one of the package which you want to get it install it, which you call it as external package. Now once installed, how to get it use it? So use it in a program, we simply have to use the import request. It's similar like that. Built-in module also, we simply have to use the import and that whatever the module name, similar like that. Once we have get it installed, install the external modules also. In that case also, to get it imported in our code, we simply have to use import and the package name itself. That is the way by which we can use it in our code. So now I'll go to the next section for it, which we call it as I have a string and the string format in the Python itself. And this section, the code is I'll be covered once I'm done with both the theory part itself. I'll go with the practical section. First I'll show you the section for the first one, which we call it as a in built-in or the I guess external module itself, and then I'll go to the code section for the f string and the string format itself. Okay, so now talking about the f string, what actually the f string and why we need it. So this is just for formatting of the string itself. So like this is nothing like a fancy type of thing. It's a type of thing, I can say the f string and the string formatting are powerful tool in Python for creating a formatted strings. What it means. So it means like if we want to write a string over there itself, and we wanted that to be in appropriate format, like putting some value in between of it, we can directly use a string over there itself. Earlier we have the option of string format in an older version before 3.6 itself, but from 3.6 onwards to the latest version of the Python, we have the option of f string also. So you can utilize the f string also, but the string format is also one of the possibility you can use it, but normally the people are preferring with that itself. But for the customization purpose, we are using a string format. So if we give it an idea about the f string, so introduced in Python 3.6 itself and the later version of it, f string provides a concise, readable way to embed it expression inside the string, and you can use f string by prefixing a string with f, capital F or small f, and then including expression with a curly braces. So putting that f and with the curly braces, whatever the quantity we want to get it populate, that to be get it populate. So syntax you can see it. I'll just explain that also in our code also, so that you can able to understand how we are defining the f string over there itself. But right now I'm just explaining you about it. These strings are evaluated at the runtime and their values are inserted into the string itself. So that's everything is happening at the time of the runtime itself. Now talking about the f string support various formatting options, such as specifying the precision for floating point numbers, padding strings, and more. Talking about the string format width, so str.the format is one of the syntax for which we are utilizing it for the same. Before introduction of the fstring, str.format is one of the preferred method for string formatting in Python, as we can utilize for the older versions also. With str.format, you can create a string templates with placeholder and for the values you want to insert, and you then call the format method on the string and pass the values to be inserted as argument. So what I mean by that, like when we are using it, like is as per the customization itself, it looks like a similar functionality for both, like fstring and the if I talk about the formatting string itself, it's look like a similar functionality. But fstring and these both have similar functionality, but if you're talking about the fstring are often preferred their readability and the simplicity. Like if you're talking about the readability and simplicity, we simply have to go with the fstring. But especially then when working with the Python 3.6 or the later version itself, that's one of the thing, we can't use it for the older version. But however, str.format remains useful in case where you need more controls over a formatting or than working with the older version. So older version is one of the preference point and you want more control on a formatting, then in that case definitely you have to go with str.format. So these are the two things which is coming under that. With the syntax, with the code, you can able to understand very easily about it, like how exactly the fstring and how exactly the str.format will work. Okay, so now let me go to the system now, explain you both the code for both the sections for it, so that you can able to understand. Just listening the stuffs from the code itself, it's not so easy. So like when you are seeing this tutorial at the time, just open this document which I will share with you, so that you can able to read the same content, you can able to understand. Couple of things I'll try to get it refer from my side with this code itself, so that with the document itself, so that you can able to understand that. Even I'll provide the examples, output, how exactly the output we are getting it when we are using such type of code itself. So snippet I'm providing it from my side. Okay, let me go to the system now and explain you about it. Proceeding further with the theory part we have done with. Now proceeding further with the practical portion itself. So this is the code which we are using it for a built-in module and the external module itself. So I'm not considering any module over here itself as a external module itself. So external module, it required like where exactly you want to get it utilized. So it's not a smaller one. I'm not considering any external module itself. If you want it, just let me know in the comment section of this video. I'll try to make it that for also for you. But it was like considered like I'll just have to make the whole code from the scratch itself for the external module. As per the purpose, we have to get it utilized. So external module is not the smaller one. Normally the modules which is a built-in one, we can use it as per the need. But for the external module itself, we can use it for the specific version itself, specific work we have to use it. So if you require it, like you can get the sample code also for it, and even in my documentation also I'll provide the example for the external modules also. But if you wanted a appropriate code for it, I'll try to make it for you also. But I don't want to make multiple code in the same I can say that in the same lecture itself. So that was the reason I have not make that. If you require it, let me know. This is a built-in module itself, which I'm just trying to get it explain you about it. So over here itself, random module is already be available as a built-in one. Now going further with that, if you want to get it generate any random value between 0 to 10, then in that case this is a syntax we have to use it, the name of the variable, and this is a syntax we have to use it. So just to get it an integer to be get it identify 0 and 1, so we simply have to use a random, like that was a syntax, and dot rand int, we have to get it select any random value between 0 to 20, and that was an integer number itself we have to get it select. So that was the reason we have to define it as an int, rand int. Okay, so after that, whatever the output I'm seeing inside of it, that I'll just try to get it print over here itself. So when we are trying to run the code, we can able to see the value over here itself. One time it's a 1, one time it's a 15, one time it's a 17. So any random value you get it selected over here itself. That was a purpose of the random module itself, for the just get it identified, like wheresoever we wanted a guess number itself. So for that purpose or multiple other ways, we can use this module just to get the value random, where we are not generating a sequential value continuously for it. We can make a random value. Then in that case we are utilizing this module. Now taking example, if we are providing a list from our side, this is a list I'm giving it from my side, and that list I want to get it print over there itself. So any choice from the list, it's picked up directly from the random module itself. To get it done, I simply have to define it random is one of the syntax, it is similar like that. Now as over there itself we are using a randint, as we wanted the random integer to get selected over here itself, as it's a list I'm preparing it, so we have to select the choice. So choice, either it's a 1 0 1 2 3, so whatever is it, so accordingly it's trying to get it. And this is the variable name where the list name which we have defined it, so we simply have to give the list name over here. And now whatever the output I'm getting stored inside of the choice, it's get printed over here itself with this print. So now let me run the code. So when we run the code, you can able to see initially the value of random number is 0, and the selected first, like a choice value, is a Pentest Diaries. If I'll run it once again, you can see all the time the value is getting changed as it's a random module itself. So the functionality of the random is like it's always be random. Either it's a part of the list or it's a part of the number, whatever you want to get it selected, it gets selected randomly. Now proceeding further to the next code. So over here also I'm giving an idea of the f string, as I am using a f string only. If you want the another one to be get it utilized, you can try to get it explored by your side. If you're not able to get it, find it appropriate thing. Even the syntax is already be provided, examples is provided in my document itself. Even still you're not able to understand, let me know in the comment section of this video. I just wanted that to be a homework for you, so that you have to get it explored that section also. F string I'll try to get it covered in this code. So what we have to do, we simply have to import this. Okay, then after that what I'm supposed to do, I'll simply have to define me equal to pentest. Now a1 is one of the variable I'm defining, and the value is defining as integer as a 10. Over here itself as a string, I'm just giving it. Now going in this test equal to, I'll just got it, I'll supposed to do it. So test equal to, I'll try to get it map these two things over here itself. So whatever the string, I'm just get it defined. Math module, I'm using it as I want to get it calculate this. So that was the reason I'm using a math as a module itself over here itself, just to get it calculate the cost 100. Okay, so if you're aware about the mathematics, it's a bit easy for you to get it understand, but if you're not, then no problem. There is nothing like that, you just should know it. It's just a code where I'm just trying to get it explain you about the f string. It's nothing like related to the maths itself. This is just an example. Okay, so whatever the content inside of it, inside of the curly braces, whatever the content, that values get it mapped over here itself, and this is the output. Once you run it, everything is getting stored over here itself. Once we run it, we can get these value to be get it mapped, and the output over here itself that to be get it mapped, and we can get the print. So this is one of the simplest way which we are using it for the formatting of the string. Okay, let me run it. When we run this, so you can able to see over here itself me as a pentest, and then 10 a1 value is a 10, and then whatever the value we calculated over here itself, that to be get it reflected over here itself. So for me, this is the whole string to get it printed over here itself with the value which we are defining it, and whatever the value we are trying to calculate with the math module itself. Okay, so that's all about the stuff I just want to get it covered in this video itself. I hope you like this video. A lot of concepts I'll try to get it covered in this video itself. I don't think so it's a tough one, but even still you're not able to understand, try to run the same things 2 times, and definitely you will able to understand with the document open at the one side itself, and try to see the code and even the video. You can able to analyze both the stuff. That's bit easy way itself. Okay, try to understand that way. Okay, thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.